Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. I'm going to try to do a quick reading. This is just going to be what guidance do you need to have for today? And we're going to look at just an overview of the day, some quick advice on how to make it a good day, what might be a potential challenge, and then how to avoid or overcome the challenge of the day. This is going to be a timeless reading, so when you find it and you feel pulled to it, then it's going to be having to do with your day, okay? But there's going to be 3 piles in which to pick from. We're going to be drawn in by these stones here that have a word on them that I've pulled, and then we're going to get into the readings. We've got some oracle cards and some tarot cards, and we're going to get into it. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, please email me at abundantjoytarot@gmail.com. I will be happy to give you the details and get with you. They are a wonderful, personal, detailed, private experience that I conduct over Zoom. And so that being said, you will be able to go down to the description and the timestamps and choose which pile you want to get for your reading today. So as I said, we're going to be pulled in by the stone. So let's see what we have. So for group 1, pile 1 crew, you're going to have relax. Okay, that was the stone that was pulled. Relax. And then pile 2, the stone you have is healing. Healing. And then for pile 3, the stone that you have is, faith. Faith. Okay, so those are going to be your piles. Pile 1, relax. Pile 2, healing. Pile 3, faith. I'm going to jump into your readings, and I'll see you there. Okay, before I go into pile 1 and pile 2 and pile 3, I should just probably state that my intent here was to do a quick, day reading. After pulling the cards, it looks like it might be more couple of day reading. So I just want to let everybody know that we're going to try to move through these quickly. I have the intention of building that in the future, so stick with me. But we'll see how these goes. But they should be fairly quick. We'll see how it goes. All right, with that being said, you can go and pick your piles, and I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. So for pile number 1 crew, if you chose the relax, this is going to be your reading. Let's see if I can get that to sit up there for us. Nope. All right. All right. So let's see what we got. So for your tea leaves, so again, we're just looking at what is the general guidance for you to maneuver through this day. We'll also look at what challenge might come up for you and how to maneuver through it. All right. So you've got for overall for the day, happiness. That's a good one to have. Frying pan, trouble, accusations, and arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Okay. All right. So great. All right. So it looks like it's a beautiful sort of energy of the day. Overall, you're in the right place. There may be some agitation in the day, because this is more of a general guidance for the day. That's what we're looking at. Let's look at the overall energy for the day with the tarot that you got for the overall. And you have 4 of voices, which is going to be your 4 of swords, and beautiful strength card. So basically what I'm saying here for you all, pile 1, is in general, you're on the right path. It's telling you to relax. You're doing what you need to be doing. There may be some agitation throughout the day, but this 4 voices tells me that this is another sign of just relax, take it easy, retreat, take a step back. This is one of those days where you're just going to kind of maneuver through the day, doing what you need to do, leaning on your inner strength. The strength is a very powerful card to have here. So it's letting you know that you have what you need to tame the beast within and the beast without. So go out there and handle it today, okay? That's the general energy for your reading for today. And then now we're going to look at what is the advice you have to make it a great day. So that was part of the advice that we just pulled there. And then you've also got Look at that. What strong cards for you all, pile one. So you've got the Chariot and you've got the Two of Cups. So the general advice that I'm seeing here for you to be able to make this a great day is one, just go full speed ahead, because the Chariot is one that is moving directly to your purpose. Be clear about what you want to do and get accomplished in the day, and then go for it. And then this beautiful Two of Cups is talking about a heart-centered connection. So if you're in a partnership at some point during the day, you want to reach out to that loved one and connect with them in some way. If you're not in a partnership, then reach out to people that you do love and care about, what the people that touch your heart. If it's a good friend, someone, make sure that you take a moment today to kind of reach out and connect with them, because that connection is going to help fuel you to make it a great day, right? Because that's what we're asking. What's the advice to make it a great day? Move directly to your purpose and love on some folks, okay? So that's what we've got there. And then the other oracle cards that I pulled in terms of making it a great day, you've got, when I lead from a place of love, people respect me. Yeah, there's a lot of love in the day. Like it's you got to stay heart-centered in this day to make it a beautiful day. Mantra. How beautiful is that? So I think another thing, this is beautiful. So what the card is saying, it says, I am powerful. I am smart. I am, what is that? Free. What is this? I am safe. I am seen. I am loved. Beautiful. So there's a sense of connecting with self at some point during your day, taking a moment of quiet stillness, breath work, meditation, and tapping into all that is good. This is what is going to help you kind of move through anything that's coming up with this frying pan, these trouble or accusations. Go within, beloveds. Go within. All right, now I did ask what could be a potential challenge for you, okay? So potential challenge for you in the day, the tarot that you got for the potential challenge is going to be, the Devil. That is a crazy looking devil card. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so your challenge for today is to be mindful of your toxic habits, okay? If you are finding yourself doing some things that you don't typically want to do. And this could be in your thought pattern too. So be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful that you're not stopping yourself from doing the things that you need to do because you think for some reason you are, chained or have to do something a certain way. Just being very conscious about sabotaging yourself and overall kind of any sort of addictions, whether that be, drinking, workaholism, working too hard, and eating, watch what you're eating today. Just kind of take care of yourself. Be mindful of your toxic habits, okay? Gossiping, any of that is what you need to be mindful of, okay, in regards to challenges. Now, you've also got this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, which talks about a newness, a new thing happening. So it could be that in this day or in the next couple of days that you find that there is something new that's coming in. Sometimes when things come in that are new, it can knock us off of our swivel a little bit just because it's a change. And so any kind of change can kind of cause us to be a little off-centered. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of your money and your savings over the next couple of days. Just make sure that you're not kind of overspending or overbuying in any way, all right? That's what I'm seeing in terms of challenges. And then the oracle cards that you got in terms of challenges was dazed. Enough time has been spent wandering around in a listless daze. Even if you're unsure of the direction you're heading, just start by doing something. Okay, so the other challenge is just being mindful that you're not being lackadaisical about the things that you need to do within your life and within your work, within your partnership, any of that in the day. It's, it's time to get moving. Okay, get moving. Worthiness. Okay, and then you've also got, in terms of challenges, being very conscious of your, this goes really well with this mantra piece of tapping to the inner self. Whatever, and this devil card of this devil card can be about self-sabotage and thinking that we're not as good as we should be, yada, 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 causing us to not take the action that we need to take, all right? So this is just another reminder that, You are worthy. You are enough. And that may be a challenge that you have to face during the day. So lean on your inner guidance to be able to help you, okay? And then finally, how do we avoid the challenges, and how do we kind of get general guidance from Spirit at the end? And you've got beautiful, the Page of Cups, all right? So there's a sense here, the guidance here is for you to tap into your youthful energy. The Page of Cups has kind of like idealistic view of life, like a belief in the impossible, right? So this card is telling me that there's a need for you to continue to tap into your idealistic belief in things that are beyond, that are miraculous, right? That joyful spirit, that one that seeks and trusts and believes that dreams can come true. All right. That's exactly what this is calling for you. Okay. Have a sense of adventure about your day. Okay. Have a sense of, sort of, almost impulsiveness, but you know what I'm saying? Playfulness about your day. That's what's going to help you to have a beautiful day. And then you've got what you want wants you. That's beautiful. So this card is from Spirit, really reminding you it's a 16, which will be a 7 card. So it's really telling you that what you most desire, what you're dreaming for with this Page of Cups can come to fruition. So it is seeking you. So trust and believe that what you desire is also seeking you, and make sure you're looking for the signs in terms of what direction you need to take. We're working on those dreams every day. So even though this is a daily reading, it's still about being conscious of what it is that you need to bring that into fruition. And then finally, for a self-care card, read. You got read here. So I think overall what I'm getting from you all is, in terms of having a beautiful day, a balanced day, a joyful day, there's a need to make sure you're tapping within. And that would also be like doing some reading, setting aside, meditation, breathing. Okay. But then also tapping in with loved ones, the people that you care about, making sure you're communicating that care and love for them, and being mindful of how you might be self-sabotaging yourself in some way. But in general, it sounds like, beloveds, everyone that chose pile number 1, this is a day to just move through your day, be at a place of peace, be at a place of joy, happiness. You are on the right path. So keep moving. All right. That's your reading. And I will see you in the next reading. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this healing stone, then this is going to be your reading. And I'll tell you just immediately in terms of what I was thinking as I lifted this stone. So this is in dealing with, we're looking at guidance for your day, right? And so this sense of healing came in, and the way what I received from that was that there's a sense of, as you're approaching this day, really looking at healing at all levels, so physical, emotional, and spiritual. And the one that, because whenever I think of healing, I think of those 3, but the one that felt very strong for me in this particular reading, and we'll see what the cards actually play out, is emotional healing. Okay, so giving yourself a chance to kind of breathe through this day and to continue to do the work that you're doing on your overall healing, but there may be a focus on the emotional healing. So that's just what had come up. So let's see what you have for your tea leaves. You have unsettled times, need to plan ahead. The other thing that I was hearing as I was, so this kind of confirms that for me, is the need for you to balance your head and your heart. Okay, that sometimes you have been in battle over your head and your heart, and that as you're approaching this day and kind of moving through this day, there's a need for you to allow for that flexible heart energy to kind of take the lead over your head. All right. So in unsettled times, it's saying need to plan ahead. That's a very head movement. That's a very mind energy, right? A need to be planful. But let's see what else gets played out. But I kind of get the sense that, like, allow the mind to focus on doing the plans of it, but allow your heart to help to drive you in this day. All right, let's see what you've got. You've got dealings or relationship with an older woman. boat. Look at that. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. I really just got the sense that some of you may be dealing with a loss of some kind. I started to feel it with the older woman, but on this one in particular, if any of you are dealing with a loss of some kind or things feel a bit unsettled, what I'm hearing for you is to just really kind of hold your heart. There's a sense of you needing to hold your heart, pile two. That's what I'm hearing. And now this is saying career. So this may have to do with just what's going on at your job. The interaction may be working with an older woman at your job of some kind, or in the work that daily activity that you do. And it just says dealings or relationship with an older woman. It's not indicating whether it's a negative dealings or positive dealings. So it's going to depend on what your situation is. But overall, the sense that I'm getting here is a fairly stable day. I'm not getting like, unsettled times. Life is unsettling, right? But it's just the need to plan ahead. So a need to be conscious of what it is that you're doing throughout your day. But overall, it feels like things are moving in. And then you might have a winning or a windfall, which is incredible, right? Because that will help to support your day. Now let's look at the tarot cards in terms of what is the overview of your day. And you've got Page of Emotions. There it is. Ooh. Is that reversed, Lord? I don't think so, actually. I don't think so. I think this is upright. But we've got the Empress and you've got the Page of Emotions. I'm going to take a look at the reverse and see and make sure that I am not reading that incorrectly. But I really feel like that was meant to be upright. Well, okay. So, all right, so let's think about this. So in terms of like what is the overall energy for the day, this Page of Emotions is exactly what I was talking about. It's sort of like that sense of apprenticeship. The Page of Emotions is also, and actually I think that came up in the other reading, the Page of Emotions would be like the Page of Cups. And so this is going to be like a youthful energy that is, believing in the impossible, right? It is that idealistic energy that is sort of submerged in the energy of like heart in heart energy, right? In the emotional energy, the heart-centered energy. So there's a sense of like that in your day, there's a sense of innocence, right? That can come through for you to lean in. But then you've got this Empress energy, which is a much more mature energy, a major arcana energy. It is all about nurturing, right? It is all about creativity and giving birth and those kinds of things. So in terms of overall energy for your day, I feel like there's a balance between like being idealistic, being the dreamer, allowing yourself to kind of submerge yourself in the emotions of life, right? The beautiful emotional part of life, right? But then also being aware of nurturing. Like this Empress is, I think what I was hearing overall with the healing is a need for you to kind of nurture yourself. So it's almost like nurturing this youth idealistic part of yourself as you're going throughout your day. And I know this is just a day reading, so I'm trying to kind of keep it, sort of on the surface, but there's a lot of depth here in terms of the Page of Emotions and the Empress, because they're both, pretty strong energies that are coming forth. So that's what I'm seeing as your overall day. So what I'm getting overall is that there is this sort of duality that's happening on two levels between your mind and your heart, in the sense of like allowing yourself to express or feel your emotions and nurturing yourself, nurturing that sort of inner child, if you will, that youthful energy that lives within you. All right. That's what I'm seeing as like your overall. And now we're going to take a look at, what do you need? What's the guidance? What's the advice to make it a great day or a good day, right? And we pulled 2 tarot for that, and we pulled 2 oracles. And the tarot that you've got, wow, look at that. So you got the 5 of Cups and the Sun. This is a very clear image in terms of what do we need to do, Spirit, to make it a good day? You need to not focus on what you're losing. You need to not focus on the emotional turmoil that you might be feeling on some level, and to embrace the sun, right? Embrace the healing, embrace the joy, embrace that. Oftentimes the sun has like a child's image. So again, we've got this childlike energy. It's that childlike sense of joy that knows no abandon, knows no sorrow, right? It just is like running around. It's, it's playful. It's got energy for days and days and days, right? There's a sense of embracing that. What do we need to do, Spirit, to make it a good day? We need to embrace the sun. We need to allow ourselves to frolic. Y'all need to frolic, all right? You need to frolic. You need to let go of whatever you feel like may be lost. Do not focus that, but turn to the cups that you still have in hand, all right? That's what I'm seeing for your tarot in terms of how do we make it a good day? And then in terms of your oracle, how, Spirit, do we make it a good day? I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. So lean unto yourself, trust and know that you are capable. The Empress is also a very insightful, intuitive energy. And again, we're talking about this. Okay, pal two, I'm having some strange camera action, but I'm going to try to continue and hopefully this will work. So we were just talking about trusting your intuition. It always leads you in the right direction, okay? All right, so continuing on in terms of the guidance from the oracles in regards to advice to how to make it a good day, and you've got forgiveness. And, it's interesting because it's like she's letting this bird go. So I feel like part of what needs to happen for you is to let some things go. We've got healing overall, this need to entrust your intuition. So even on a day-to-day basis, there's a need for you to be conscious of what is serving you and what is no longer serving you. And even if we're talking about just how we're maneuvering through our daily day, it's important for you to make decisions that you feel are coming from your heart, coming from your intuition. And sometimes it's important for you to also kind of forgive yourself and allow yourself to just choose to say, I'm just not gonna continue to beat myself up about that, or I'm not going to continue to think about that. Like, it's not the time to do that. Sometimes we're obsessing half our day about something that there's nothing we can do about it in that day. And so there's this sense here that in order to make it a good day, one of the things that you need to do is to be able to let things go. Like, free them, free yourself and free everybody else around you and free the situation that you're dealing with, but just be able to move forward. Okay. Now, in terms of potential challenges, I pulled 2 tarot cards for potential challenges for the day, okay, for pile 2. And you got, wow, look at that, Ace of Wands and the Magician. Okay, so the Magician here is talking about, the Magician kind of taps us into that energy that we have that allows us to connect heaven and earth, right? To be able to create all things that are possible, okay, for us. It talks about, in this particular card is saying, powerful, influential, tactful, spellcaster, psychic powers, intellect, meticulous, okay? But we're talking about challenges within your day. So there's a need for you to be conscious of, understand that our power, right, to be able to create, manifest what we want, it can be a bit of a double-edged sword. Because if you're focusing what you're manifesting on as something negative that you are creating, or something negative that you're thinking about, then you are beginning to create that. Right? So it's really important for you within this day as you're moving forward to be conscious of your own magician, be conscious of the power of your tongue, be conscious of the power of your thoughts, and make sure that you are feeding your mind with positive things to help you to be able to move forward and manifest the things that you want to see in your life and not manifest the things that you do not want, okay? You've also got this Ace of Wands energy, which is actually really beautiful energy, but it talks about a new beginning. It talks about good news. It talks about a passion about something. But in terms of potential challenges, some of you may be in a situation where there's some things that you kind of need to get done throughout your day, but then you've got this new idea, you've got this new passion, you've got that, this, this new, this is kind of like an aha moment that comes in, or you get some news that kind of distracts you off of your past. So that can be a bit challenging. It's not necessarily a negative challenge, right? Because it could be good, but it just may be something that, within your day, you're going to have to deal with getting kind of knocked off your block a bit there, with hopefully some good news, right? But being conscious of that. So being conscious of what it is that you're manifesting and how you're manifesting it. And then also like sort of allowing space for flexibility and agility, depending on how your day moves and what kind of news comes in, or what kind of ideas or things that you're passionate about come to the fore and begin to kind of shake the foundation a bit. All right. That's what I'm seeing for your tarot. The other piece of challenges that you could have within the day is you've got discontentment. Something doesn't feel right, but identifying what's missing is eluding you. So re-examine the situation from a distance, and missing pieces will become obvious. So the thing I'm getting here is that there may be something that you're dealing with throughout your day that you're like, something does not feel right, but you might not be able to resolve it within the day. You're going to have to be able to step it back. So again, there's this sense of, this says forgiveness, but to me, I'm also reading it as like letting go. There's a sense of you needing to be able to kind of find a moment's peace around things that are not quite resolved or that are causing you conflict in some way, and allow yourself to get some space away from them so that they can then be resolved. So everything may not be resolved, obviously, in the day or in the next couple of days, right? There's a need for you to have some patience. And then look at that. And then you've got trust. And so this is about not only trusting yourself, trusting your own intuition, trusting, like your intellect, right? Your heart space and your intellect. But this is also about trusting the divine, and trusting that the divine and the universe is always working towards your good, and that things are moving in a positive direction. It's important for you to, with this Magician card here, remember to keep your mind focused on that which you are trying to manifest, and not that which you're not trying to manifest, because the universe does not hear negatives. So if you're focusing on the negative, that's what you're going to get more of. Okay, so it's really important for you to trust in the universe, trust that everything is working towards your good, and trust your own intuition, and know that things are going to continue to turn around for you. This is actually a very, very beautiful reading for you. It's just what I'm sort of getting is, in terms of your healing and moving forward in your day, there's sort of like slow and steady wins the race, right? It's like keep moving. Some wondrous things can occur. Continue to nurture yourself, nurture that in your emotions, allow your emotions to be able to manifest. Pay attention to the things that you are passionate about, because those are also calling cards for what it is that you need to move forward on. But don't get too worried if it knocks you off your block a little bit, all right? Things will get resolved over time, and you'll have to take a step back and take a breather to look in to see how things are moving along. Everything may not be resolved in that one single day, all right? And then in terms of like the final, how do we overcome any challenges? What is the final guidance from Spirit? I pulled one tarot. Look at that. You got the Empress. So you got a double Empress in terms of what's going on. So the Empress is very significant for you all. The Empress is a very, very powerful card. She is extremely abundant. What I'm hearing most about the Empress for this particular reading is her nurturing ability, her nurturing and her creating ability. You've got the Magician here. So there's also a tie here to like you being the Empress. Like I feel like this is really saying you are going to be the Empress embodied. She's very gracious and very beautiful, male or female. It's just that beautiful, what's the word? Divine feminine energy of creation, right? Of nurturing and creation, and creating to the point of overflow, so that her generosity is above and beyond anything else that we see in the tarot, right? Like she is just literally her very essence, like walking into the room is giving to others, right? She is a generous being. So there's also a need for you to kind of tap into your generosity of spirit, okay? Your generosity of spirit, beautiful ones. That is also going to aid in your healing, right? To tap into that energy of creation. You know, if you have some time during your day to like spend some time creating, actually, I think that that will be a very good use of your time and will aid in your healing process and your overall joy within your day. Now, you also got, wow, beyond the mind, the heart beats. This is the energy that I was kind of speaking to before. This card is a very beautiful card, and it really talks about the role of both the mind and the heart, and that they're both obviously significantly important. The mind helps to get things accomplished, helps to be in action and move things forward, right? So there's a sense of like needing to plan. But the heart, this card really calls on you being able to understand that in order to lead with your heart, you have to walk and move in a different kind of way. You've got to be in touch with your intuition, your ability to kind of let things flow. All right. I want to see if I can tap in and give you a little more information about this beautiful card, because I love this card so much, and the way that they articulate it is very, very beautiful as well. So one thing that it says here is, it says the mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, senses, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way. It is a different way to live and create. It is closer to the earth and to the source of life itself. It is not for those who are lacking in courage and trust. But you are not one of those, beloved. You are being asked to trust your heart and to drop into it. Okay, the mind is important, but it cannot supplant the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. That is to create a spacious chamber for receptivity. Okay, so this oracle right here is guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and its plans seem to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. That is right there. That's what I felt overall when I was starting to pull these cards, was this duality between the heart and the mind for this pile, and you needing to really kind of tap into your heart space energy to be able to further propel your healing. Now, this card is also talking about in terms of self-care. What can you do to really make it a great day? And it's like, get moving, get some movement. If you can take a yoga class, if you can take a walk, if you can, do some dancing around the house, whatever you need to do to kind of get into your body and get moving, that is going to seal the deal for you, beloveds, who chose pile number 2. So thank you for that. I will see you in the next reading, and I hope you have a joyfully abundant day. Bye. Hello, pile 3. So this is your reading. If you chose the faith stone, then this is going to be your reading. And let's just jump right in, looking at what is the overall energy of your day. And for your tea leaves, you've got pineapple, reconciliation, dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So it's not necessarily negative at all. It's just dealings or relationship with a dark man or hair. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Now, it's interesting because you've got faith here. So there's a sense that you need to lean into that support of your higher power or the people around you to support you in whatever it is that's not coming to full fruition for you. Now, the tarot cards that we have, you all actually got 3. I did not pull 3 for others. So you got 3 tarot cards for the overall energy of the day. Wait a minute, let me just make sure we got here. Okay, so you got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. You got Temperance. And 2 of Inspirations, which is going to be the 2 of Wands. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles reversed. You know, the Five of Pentacles is that card that is dealing with lack, all right? It talks about poverty, worry, all right? The good thing about the Five of Materials being reversed is it's saying that that's going to be the end of that. It's the end of hardship. It's a positive change. There's a sense of forgiveness. Now, you've also got reconciliation here. So there's this energy of the day that there's something that can become, that a change is going to happen and something can be coming together. And then this is kind of supported, if you will, Pile 3, with this Temperance card, because Temperance is all about harmony and balance and being able to kind of step within two worlds, right? So there's a need for you to have that. And then you've got that followed up by the Two of Inspirations, which is the Two of Wands, which is about being able to make a decision and moving, taking steps in the direction of where it is that you're going, okay? She's like sort of searching out. So like being able to make decisions to move forward. And so I get the sense that for you all, there's an ending that's occurring here, a positive change in a good direction, an end to hardship of some kind, okay? And a need for you to have balance as things are, as you're getting the help that you need, you're getting the assistance that you need, and that there's some sort of reconciliation that comes in. And overall, there's a need for you to kind of hold the faith, you know, hold strong in your faith around that. Now let's look at what I pulled here for your tarot cards in terms of advice on how to make it a great day, right? How do we make it a great day, Spirit? And you got, okay, so this is your tarot, and then I also pulled oracle cards for how to make it a great day. You've got the King of Wands, wow, and the Queen of Wands. Interesting. So there's a sense here of, again, this is sort of balance. It's like the yin and yang, the male and female energy. And both of these are going to be fire energies. The King of Wands is going to be the, you know, that strategic leader, a natural leader, able to come in very passionate, very steady-handed, but very swift, right? Be able to move very quickly. And this beautiful Queen of Wands knows her own power, is very abundant, is extremely creative, and is able to make anything out of nothing, right? So the fact that these two are coming together in terms of how to make it a great day, it lets me know that there's a need for you to also understand that you may become, some of you all are in a partnership that is going to be reconciled, and it is a very fiery, loving partnership with two very confident and leadership-driven individuals, okay? Now, this could also show up in business or in a creative project of some kind. There could be a coming together of sort of two creative minds that are able to successfully move a project to a successful completion, okay? And there's a need for you within your day to be able to be very decisive in terms of the direction in which you're going, but make sure that you're balancing things. Now, in terms of your oracles, you've got, I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. I love this for you because this is really talking about just taking action from a place of power, from a place of knowingness, right? And that what you're going to see is the outer expression of who you are. That's what others are just going to see. They're just going to know that you are a light worker, meaning that you are someone who brings light. You are the one who brings goodness and grace and creativity and hope and connectedness, brings things together, okay? Because you have a greater mission on this planet. All right, beautiful. And then you've got sovereignty. Wow. All right, so there's really a sense too within your day with this King of Wands and this Queen of Wands of like power, right? Of having this sense of like driving the elements of your life. So whereas some of you may have come from a place where you had a sense of lack, that is no longer present here. This is very clear that there is going to be a change, not only in the physical reality that you're seeing, but also in your mindset around success, abundance, wealth, and health. Okay, so that is going to be turned around as we're kind of looking at this next day or a couple of days here. Now, I also looked at what might be possible challenges for you. And so the tarot that you got for possible challenges within the day, Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. Something is hidden. And it's interesting because you've got this sort of Seven of Swords. It's like lies, cheating, stealing, trickery, somebody going behind the back and to kind of being sneaky about it. Now, the thing about it is that you've got this Queen of Wands energy and the High Priestess energy, which is going to be highly intuitive and is going to be, you're probably aware that some of these things are already happening. You're already in sight. You're already tipped to it. You're already aware that it's happening, but that doesn't take away the sting of the fact that it's a challenge because it is happening, right? And the High Priestess is also mysterious and kind of can be under things, like I said, are hidden. So part of the challenge for you all within your given day is that some things may be revealed that were sneaky, kind of done, in a way that's underhanded, or there may be some underhanded things that are going on in your day. So just be mindful of that. You've got Astonished. It's your choice whether to be overwhelmed and bewildered in this situation or to experience it with wonder and as an opportunity for a different future. Now, this is interesting to me because what I'm reading in this is that because you are the light worker, because you are the Queen of Wands, you are the High Priestess, you're going to be aware. You're not going to be astonished when this sneakiness gets revealed or whatever it might be. You're not really astonished. So this is a reminder to you that you are very much aware of what is happening in your life, and you do have control and ability to be able to manifest the things that you want to happen in your life. And so in any given moment, you have a choice to make on how you're going to show up in that situation. And this is a reminder that you've got a choice to make. Okay. Confusion. So again, we're talking about what could be the challenges of the day. So there's this sense of like, you might, confusion is one of those things that sometimes we allow confusion to take place in our lives because we don't want to look at the truth of the situation. But if we look at it square on, use our intuition, use our intellect, use our heart, we are very clear on what is happening in our worlds. All right. And so there's this sense of like, being mindful of not falling into confusion within your world and within your day, all right? Because you have, I'm just really seeing you as this Queen of Wands energy, manifesting that which you need, okay? Dominating over those challenges. All right, so there is something strange going on with this camera, so I'm gonna pause it and then come back in to finish out the reading. Okay, pile 3, let's get at it. So that's what we're seeing as sort of the challenges, kind of a sneakiness going on, something mysterious underneath the surface going on, and a need for you that when things sort of get revealed, to be able to own it, to stand in your power around what it is that you're doing. Now, I pulled tarot cards to look at how to overcome the challenges, one tarot card for that, and you've got the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords, again, the swords represent intellect and thought, but the Two of Swords, I think that is very telling here because it was kind of confirming what I was starting to say there earlier about this idea of confusion, right? The Two of Swords, in the Two of Swords, she puts the blindfold on herself because she does not want to look at the truth. And the Two of Swords asks you to remove your blindfold and look full on at a situation and make a decisive decision about how to deal with it. So because there may be some things that are going on underneath the surface for you all, pile 3, as things get revealed, what Spirit is asking you to do is to be very mindful, look at the situation head on, and make a decision that's going to move you towards your purpose and your dreams, okay? For some of you, that may mean walking away from something. For some of you, that may be just confronting something. For some of you, it's just about speaking your truth and then moving on, right? Or continuing forward, right? Whatever that might mean, all right? But there is the sense that there is going to be a major change that is going on in terms of your mindset around wealth, health, and abundance, right? Yeah, and that there is a connectedness that can come with another individual that is of equal fire, okay? And then there's some sneakiness going on, but remember that you are a light worker and that you are here with a greater plan. So take off your blindfold and face the situation head on, okay? And then your final advice from Spirit is after the storm. Wow, I'm really getting the sense, like, because as we were saying before, it started out with that Five of Pentacles reversed, okay? This sense that there's going to be a change, that we're moving away from this. And this is talking about after the storm. And there's flight here. There's movement. There's light here, okay? It said there's a thunderstorm about. It is either headed your way or just passing through. And I feel like for you all, a lot of it's just passing through. Don't make a thunderstorm mean more than what it is, though. You don't have to fear it. You might even feel excitement about it. After all, a thunderstorm is just a nature's way of gathering energy together that needs to be released. And that can happen in our lives when things need to kind of come to a head so they can be released. All right. There is in life and in the creative process a need to allow for wild storms. There will be those precious moments of peace beforehand and the release and revitalization that follows. Yet the storm in the middle is essential. It is the natural part of the creative process. Without this building and releasing of energy, we would suffer from boredom and stagnancy. All right? So this is saying that, there may be some pressures that have built up in your life and that this sort of storm is coming in to help things to move to a different place. All right? This card is also confirmation that if you have been praying for help, and again, we got this hand here, assistance, okay? If you've been praying for help, your prayers have been heard, and the great creative intelligence of our universe is responding to you, stepping in and shaking things up so that situations can be sorted out according to a greater wisdom. So let go. Hold only to your inner self and allow everything to be cleansed in the sacred storm, beloved. Okay, this is beautiful. So the message here is that, some of you may be feeling like things are a bit rocky. The wind is high. Things are being tossed around. People are doing some weird things and saying some things, and there's some sneaky stuff going on. But all of this is actually coming as a result of your request. So have faith. Okay, because the universe is doing some things. Sometimes some things have to be shaken up to be able to get you to where you need to go. All right. So hang on, beloveds, because the storm, this too shall pass. Now it's beautiful in terms of self-care. There's a sense of leaning into the people that you care about. This card says family, but it also talks about, what feels like family to you. So for instance, if your family does not evoke for you a sense of safety and love and hope and caring and nurturing, then this card is talking about those people in your life that do evoke that sense of love and nurturing and care and safety. All right. So, and what this card is asking you to do is to tap into those individuals. As you're in this place of being in the storm, understand that the storm is passing. But as you're waiting for the storm to pass, hunker down with those that hold your heart. Okay. That's what I'm seeing for you all in your reading today. I hope that this was beneficial to you and gave you some good insight to be able to have a successful day or a couple of days. Thank you so much for tuning into the Abundant Joy Tarot. If you're liking the readings that you're getting here, please hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel so we can continue to grow the community. And drop a comment down there. Let me know which pile resonated with you. I'd love to understand that and see that. It helps me, encourage me to move in the direction that might be useful to you. So also, if there are reading ideas that you have, drop them in there. If you're interested in a personal reading, drop me an email. I'll give you the specifics. Until then, beloveds, I hope you have a beautiful, abundantly joyful day, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.